Hey guys, I accidentally hit stop instead of pause on my recording of the pick a deck reading. So the first one had ethereal visions and the supernatural deck, if one of those is one you want to choose. This one has the ghost tarot deck. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I see you leaving a situation here, and it took a lot of strength to leave that situation because, like, you put a lot of energy into that. You put a lot of work in, and it was a difficult decision for you, but it just kind of seemed like, even though it's something you really enjoyed, and I don't think you really harbor any bad emotions about this situation, it just never seemed to really get better. Like, it never seemed to progress, it never seemed to improve, and now you're wondering, did I act a little too impulsively? Did I not really give it the time it needed to grow? Or did I make the right choice? That's kind of where it seems like your head is. So we have Capricorn energy, Leo, and Aquarius, earth signs in general. If that doesn't fit you or the person you're dealing with, that's okay. Just throwing it out there. So let's go ahead and get into what you need to know about this situation. I forgot to show the cards. So we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords, because I don't know how well you can see it on here. The Four of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Strength card. So let's go ahead and get into the what you need to know. Okay, so with what you need to know, you have the Temperance card, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Cups in here. So you made a decision to to find your fulfillment because you really weren't getting it in that situation, right? You made it with the Temperance card, you made that decision with the level head, right? Because that's what Temperance does. They try to compromise and they'll move forward with grounded decisions. And you made a decision to protect your emotions. You're still a sympathetic, kind, caring person, so you considered the other person's side. And if you made this decision to cut them out, you were not fulfilled in this situation. Like, they were not providing you the little bit of extra, like, sprinkles that you needed, right? And I think that comes from uh, I think I remember hearing, like, you're like the cupcake and the whipped cream, and they just get to be like the little bit of sprinkles on top. That's basically what it is. So, and they weren't sprinkling, you know? So, wondering, okay, so why is this affecting you then? And we got the Nine of Wands, got Judgment, and the Sun. So, Sagittarius and Cancer came out here. Scorpio and Leo came out here. I think Leo's come out twice now. So you could be a Leo or you could have been dealing with a Leo. But I think that's just saying you may feel like you don't really have closure, or like maybe you moved forward a little too quickly. Maybe you didn't see everything for what it is. I feel like you're questioning your decision here a little bit. Maybe you're just like, did I end it a little prematurely? Kind of like what we were saying here. But then I drew another card just for, okay, and what do we want to say about that, basically? And we got the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords, it's just like you moved forward making the best decision you could with the information you had, right? So if they withheld any information, you were the type that tried to communicate. You tried to have the information before moving forward. You tried to have all the angles before moving forward. So if there's any new information coming out now that's making you question this, like, that isn't your fault because you tried. You tried to have these conversations. You tried to understand their point of view and your point of view and make a decision for yourself that you knew was in your best good, right? Gemini energy with this. So it's just kind of feels like I understand you're doubting yourself, but just a reminder that you did what you could in that situation. So let's get advice for you. So, in this advice, before you make the decision of rejecting or accepting the offer, because it kind of did seem like they're coming back in, and that's why um, you're kind of in this space of like, okay, did I hear everything? What's with this new information? I feel like this is honestly saying, instead of fighting about it, hear them out, but also hear them out from a space of, um, what am I trying to say? A grounded emotional space where they can't really affect you emotionally, but you're still that sympathetic and kind person, but you don't have to be on guard, right? Because you're just listening to how they feel. That's all you're doing. You're listening to their side of the story. And then once you understand that, because if you're not defensive, if you're not fighting about it, if you just listen, because they are trying to present you with new things, you can create this conversation that you're kind of wanting to have with that second portion where you're kind of questioning everything that's happening. Because, well, why didn't you present that? That may be something you want to know. Why didn't you present that when I was trying to have this conversation? Why didn't you step up then at that time? And I kind of feel like how this is set up, it's still your decision. And it being general, maybe some of you, it's best to just reject their offer if they're coming back in. Some of you, I don't know. I don't know what circumstance would make you want to bring them back in. I don't know. Life happens though, right? So if something happens and they don't seem, it seemed like not a bad breakup from this. It just seemed like it really wasn't developing, right? So I don't know if this was just a misunderstanding that can be worked on, and now they kind of had space to think, and they're just like, okay, this, whatever they're presenting you, and it sounds good to you, and you want to give it another try. It's ultimately your decision. It's your decision to see if it will or will not work out. Because, like, the devil didn't pop out. There was nothing in here that was just like the death card didn't pop out. Like, there was nothing in here that was just like, let it go, say goodbye. Right? Like, the death card didn't pop out. Yeah, no. It was just kind of the sense I was getting from this. Yeah. So none of those, like, I didn't really get any negative vibes. It just kind of felt like it wasn't really fitting together type of thing. So, yeah, that's ultimately up to you. So, in the advice, in case you're dealing with them or you have this in your chart, we have two Pisces cards actually. So, I guess before I close this out, I can show you the cards. So we have the Five of Swords, we have the King of Cups, we have the Hangman, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So anyways, hopefully this reading helped you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see y'all later.